My name is Darun Winkler, but everyone knows me now for the artistic name NIño Divino, and I'm from Aruba. I'm working now as a creative director, a multidisciplinary artist, and just graduated and living in Amsterdam right now. So yeah. I call myself more as a multidisciplinary artist because I always saw myself doing so much different side of art, not only in the fashion department, because I graduated the fashion department. And in fashion, I was always constantly kind of, yeah, using different mechanisms to create my garments or to create different type of artworks. So I always like to bring the poetry, the nostalgia, the melancholia into the realm of design, into the realm of drawing, sculpting, videos, music making. And for me, it was always difficult to only focus on fashion and garments on humans. And I felt like I should do something more outside of that box. And and for me, making other disciplines, or let's say delve into my other disciplines, is helping me really questioning who I am as an designer, as an artist actually. Creativity was always that investigation, that self searching. So the creative process helps me a lot to build this entire utopia world with sounds, with visuals, with movements, with emotions, so I can really delve into that utopia and find myself in that almost that in between space, because I'm almost finding or creating a in between realm. And normally, you hear people say like, "Oh, I'm always like in this in between world," but you never look how it looks like. That's why creativity for me is very important, because it allows us to do that. It allows us to really believe that our imagination is so big, it doesn't have any limits. You can do whatever you want to do. How can I embody that inner child, or inner Neo Divino, as I call it? How can I embody that persona or that feeling the most successful way possible? The goal is to always keep digging as much as possible and finding how can I bring that embodiment of all of those entities, all of those emotions and memories, and the woman entity, female energy. How can I commemorate them? How can I homage them in the most prestigious way possible? It might sound so cliche, but my mother is the most biggest inspiration. Not only because I was raised only with my mother, but because the woman entity, the woman energy, the woman figure, the woman's pain, the women's how they carry themselves, has been a huge mark on me. And from the female aspects, that leads me to objects that brings a lot of inspiration to myself. At first, not, because I felt that my work was really based on Aruba, where I come from. And the mind thinking on Aruba could be quite small and narrow. So my work is very radical. My work could be very in your face, or my work could be very confronting. And those confrontations maybe could be a bit more heavy for the Caribbean people. And since I've moved here, I encountered people that know what I'm talking about and know the feeling that I'm trying to search for or question. I found like a beautiful group of people that really loves my work now. I feel that now the Caribbean is watching. Oh, like, no, now I understand where he's coming from. Now I understand what he's talking about right now. I take myself very seriously as well, because I used to really do everything for free or for love, or for kind of like, oh, the purpose is to just give it free or give it away. And I mean, it's nice to share, yes. um like I said, I love to share and I love to give, but at a certain moment you feel like you need to start value yourself. You have to start value your art, value um your creativity, your input of researching and finding content for yourself and building um that conceptualization that you have done for years, you know. I don't do the I mean, I didn't went to a art academy just for the fun, you know. So I want to also be recognized for it. I also want to be like, no, I work really hard. I study my work every day. I constantly think about it, and it is a job. And I also need to be paid for it, you know. Like, I want to constantly be living for it. I don't want to be for my entire life asking for fundings or for different community to help me, you know. I want to also my work generates money on itself because people like it and people um feel a connection with it, and they see the value in it. So I till now, how everything is going, I mean, I'm just starting, but you know, it's nice that they are acknowledging that. um and I should advise everyone to really believe in themselves, because if they don't believe themselves, they will always keep see their work as you know, like a souvenir for everyone, and that's not what it should be. You know, it should be something more deep and important and valuable for the community.